Well, I'm going to try and set the scene. It is noon, Lake Tyers, the Water Wheel Tavern. Can't beat it. I just had a countery, the biggest chicken parmesan I think I've ever seen. OMG, don't worry, the camera adds 10 pounds. And yes, they're pointing two at me. Frank Milito, what are our plans today?
Well, I think we're going to go and have a look at the headwaters of Lake Tyers, maybe dangle a bait or even a lure, and we might even sneak off to the Snowy River Lake this afternoon.
Oh, sounds like a cracker day. Only trouble is, I think I need a nana nap after that big feed, mate.
Indeed.
Might set up the swag on the front of the boat. Oh, there's heaps of fish on. There he is.
Come on, mate, come on. I'm going to turn that off. Come on, man.
He's on it, he's on it. Oh!
Blasted me off. Gone.
No way.
Gone, mate. Smashed me. Oh, smashed.
Oh!
There it goes. He's on it, mate. He's on it.
Oh! I saw him.
He's a good fish.
He's a good
He's a
fish.
really good fish.
There he is. Oh, he's a good fish too.
He's a good fish, mate.
He's a good fish.
He's a big one. Come on, come on.
Look at the fish behind him.
Nice bream. It'll be loaded with them down there, mate. You just got to get through the little ones.
That is a nice fish. And he got followed by a heap of his mates. That was amazing. I actually got snagged and I've hooked him in the scon, right in the top of the head. What are the chances? And this guy's a nice fish. And look at the way I've hooked him. I'll just lift him out of the water to show you. What are the chances of hooking a brim right there? Sometimes you got to be lucky. It was actually snagged. I pulled it off the snag and then put out this fish. Now he is an old fish, even though he's not a big fish. Look at the colour of him, the massive blue lips. That is a magnificent black brim. There are literally thousands in there. It is just absolute skill. Well, more luck trying to get them out. Gotcha! Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha! Get away from there! That was not pretty. And when you see the size of the fish, it's almost embarrassing for this angler. Look at this. This is a nice brim, but not a monster. And that will give you an indication of why I'm struggling to stop the big fellas. Look, that is a magnificent brim. And if you drove down to Gippsland Lakes, you'd be pretty happy to catch it. But fish twice that size, I'm really going to struggle. This is fun. Well, there's a fine line between giving up and trying something different. I've lost about 30 hooks and 400 prawns. I just can't stop these things, well, the big ones anyway. But not far from here, Frank says there's another river, another species, and it is something I'm really keen to catch and you really want to see. So let's go. In reverse?
Yeah, we're right. Yep.
You right, mate? How's that? Explain the bite, Frankie.
I was moving the boat.
Do you want to just turn the engine off?
In sheer desperation, because it's been a really tough day. And suddenly something decided that it wanted my popper. And it's a good fish too. It's a ripper.
You've never seen a bloke, I'll tell you how tough it's been. We've gone through about 10 bags of them. You've never seen a bloke get absolutely blown away like that. I love it. He was trying to move the boat. He's just you're a talented angler, mate. It's a bass?
It's a bass.
You are a talented angler.
It's not a giant bass, but it's a nice bass.
The way you were moving that lure then, just making it all happen, mate. You are a talent.
You know, multitasking. That is an 100% DNA Australian bass. Thank you very much, umpire. Well netted.
Well done, mate. Now, when you say 100% Australian bass, can you please explain the difference between a bass and an estuary perch for me?
First thing, very important. See the really dark green coloration?
Yep.
Okay. You've got the distinctive small red forward mounted eye.
Yep.
Very straight nose, very small mouth. Perch has got a much further set back, bigger yellow eye with a more convex nose.
Okay.
First things first, yeah. And usually got a double. Don't quote me on this, operculum spike.
Yep.
Usually got a double one instead of a single.
There you go. So that is a genuine freshwater Australian bass.
That is 100% DNA fish. I've played with a lot of them, worked in hatcheries for years and years, and I've picked them by eye for many years, and that's a classic. That's from restock, from 5 to 6 years ago. That's a definite restock. So that's 100% DNA fish the government would have put back in.
Well, that is sensational. He did say the witching hour would happen around 7 p.m. It's 7 p.m. I'm going to get this puppy back. I'm going to get my lure in there, because after seeing Frank's technique, I reckon even I have a chance to catch one of these, seriously. You're good, mate. Well done.
Cheers, buddy.
Just in case you're wondering what we're catching these beautiful bass on, this is a Yozuri 3DS 65mm popper. It floats, of course, got the little trailing feather on the back, and I love that orangey red bit at the front. Not so much for the fish, but you can see it in the water. It's the bit that sticks up, and you can see exactly where your popper is. Keep a close eye on it, because you never know when it's going to go bang. There he is, he's on it.
He's on it. You've got him, buddy.
He come back.
Mate. He's a good fish. Oh, try.
He come back. How's
Well
that?
done,
He got
mate.
out of the water. He come right over the popper. I just left it. I didn't even feel him the first time. And then I just left the popper. He come back and smashed it. He's a nice fish. Look at the gob on him. Oh, how was that for a hit? That is just gold. What exciting fish. Now I know why people get excited about bass. How's that first jump?
Bestest. They're very aggressive.
He just come right out of the water. And you know the best thing, he come back and ate it again. And this is just so cool, right on time. Look at that. Oh,
That, my friend, is a beautiful fish.
Look at this fish. You know what I love about this? I'm going to grab this fish in the gob. Don't flick me, mate. I've worked too hard for you. Thank you very much, my friend. I'll get that hook out of there. You know what I love about this fish? I've worked hard for it. We went this morning, we caught those beautiful bream, we got smashed to bits, and I really wanted to come to Gippsland and catch a bass. I reckon it's an iconic species. It's the barramundi of the south. And Frank said, let's just take things easy, let's cruise, because tonight when that sun goes down, you're going to catch yourself a bass. I've lost a couple, but that is worth driving 400 kilometres for. Unbelievable. You got to come and do this. It is just sensational. I'm so pumped. You know what? I reckon I might even catch another one. This is just gold.
Nice work,
He
nice
just
work.
popped that off the top, eh?
Nice work, mate. Nice big aggressive fish. I'll grab the net.
He just sucked it in. It's not actually a big one.
No, it's hard to tell, isn't it? They're
Yeah.
so aggressive.
It looked like a big fish, and now look, it's just a little fish. It's tiny.
Oh, I wouldn't say he's tiny, but yeah.
Still stretching me. Not as big as the others. Oh, it looked
Isn't
like
that amazing? He really fought hard. That's
And-
why they're such a popular sport fish.
And he ate it, didn't he?
Yeah, I think too, because you've slightly
Yep.
side hooked him. It's given him a bit of an advantage, but still, what a tough little beast.
You know, I'm gonna lift this fish.
Yeah, he'd be right.
Look at that. Just a small bass.
Sworn that was a whopper.
Yeah, just a small bass. He's come through, and just see how hard he smacked that popper. He's got one hook in the front, second hook there. He's come through. As I said, even though we are literally, well, working on getting eaten alive, I don't care, because the rewards are worth it when they come up behind that popper and just go and suck it in. Oh, how good is it, mate?
Awesome.
Come on again. I did just get a bit carried away with how good my cast was, didn't I?
it was beautiful, mate. It's
Yeah,
only a small
It's
fish.
only a
isn't it?
small one.
Don't they go hard for that
And
first
look at this.
round? Yeah.
Look at him, I'm actually
Bass
surfing him in.
surfing. Bass surfing. I've never seen that before.
I surfed him in. Oh, hang on,
That's
it's a bream. It's
oh,
a bream.
well, look at that.
No way, bream
Are
surfing.
you serious? That's what we've been missing them. That's what they are.
Because they're not eating it properly. Bream on a popper. That is just so
Good
cool.
fish, mate. I'll grab you.
Thank you very much. Have a look at that fish. And he's going to go pretty hard in my hand because he hasn't done a lot so far. Bream, and this is fresh water. Bream
Near,
in the
near
fresh.
enough too, mate. Yeah, I reckon you can leave now.
Yeah, Bream, you can go because we've got more casting to do.
Yeah.
That's just so cool. The day gets better and better.